Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Dan from the Play Show. Now, in this video, I'll be talking about my personal top 10 PS4 exclusive games of all time, or well, of this decade anyway. And now, the first thing I do want to say before starting off this list is that this list is just my opinion and it doesn't reflect any review scores by critics and so on. So I won't be looking at Metacritic and comparing the games, saying, hey, this game is higher than the other, so it's number one on my list. But no, it's my personal choice. And I won't be including games that are on other platforms, even if they're timed exclusives. So that does mean I won't be including remasters, such as Last of Us and the Uncharted trilogy. That also means I won't be listing Death Stranding or the Quantic Dream games like Detroit, which is the only PS4 exclusive there. Also, while we're here, we're almost hitting 400 subscribers. That means only a few uploads have come out since we just got over 100 subscribers. Thank you so much for all the love and support. And while you're here, why don't check out our channel and subscribe? It honestly means the world to us. But anyway, let's go on to the list. So we'll be starting off with number 10. Number 10, Dreams. The one to start off the list is Media Molecule's Passion Project. This is up here for a lot of reasons. You can get hours of fun playing different games made by different people, and it's only just left early access. We're still waiting for a single player campaign, which I'm sure will make the game a joy. However, unless there's a massive overhaul release with the launch, I highly do recommend the current build of Dreams. Dreams does launch on February the 14th of 2020, so do pick it up if you're looking at getting it. It's really fun, and if you don't actually know much about Dreams, then check out our channel, because Dreams is the game that kind of put our channel on the spotlight. So it does mean a lot to me and Ali. Number 9, Uncharted 4. You're probably thinking that this should be higher on the list, right? Well, it was kind of a hard one, but personally, I didn't enjoy Uncharted 4 as much as the other exclusives on the list. That's not to say that the game was bad. It was actually amazing. I loved it. The story of the game's great, the visuals are even more mind-blowing, and I highly recommend this game if you haven't played it before. And if you enjoyed the 3 games before this, you'll definitely love this one. And if you actually haven't played the 3 games before this, do check them out, because they are really good as well. Uncharted 2 being one of the best games of PlayStation history. Is Ratchet Clank. Now, this game it's just a work of art. Like, it honestly feels like you're watching a Pixar movie. It was also like a great blast from the past, and yeah, speaking of Pixar movies, it actually had its own movie. I've not actually seen it, so maybe I should watch it now. But anyway, if you're a fan of the PS2 platform era, I can't stress how much you need to play this. It's absolutely great, especially if you really liked games like Jak and Daxter and the Sly Cooper series. Try this game out, it's amazing, and I'm sure it's very, very cheap. Number 7 is Infamous Second Son. Now, this is the game that sold me my PS4. Second Son and the companion DLC First Light, it's an amazing experience, but it is very, very short. You can probably pick up the game for a couple of pounds or dollars, which is something I highly recommend. You can get into this game even if you've not played the previous Infamous games, which makes the game a great entry point to the series. And yeah, if you guys do like Infamous Second Son, check out the others as well, but the whole point of this list is PS4 exclusives. Second Son's an amazing game, has amazing graphics, at least for the time anyway. And yeah, it's one of those games. It's short and sweet. Check it out. Number 6 is Horizon Zero Dawn. This is the game that blew minds back in 2017. It was pretty much my only competitor to Breath of the Wild, and it showed the world the power of the Decima engine, which is what Death Stranding is currently running on. Its amazing world was something new that hadn't been done before, and definitely was a Game of the Year contender. Highly recommend picking up if you haven't already. Despite how Ali feels about the game, the characters are great, the world's great, Aloy is a great character, and yeah, pick it up. It's probably really cheap, and you could probably get the expansion with it as well. 5 is Persona 5. Now, I know this one's on PS3 as well, but I really couldn't resist putting it on this list. It's a great game, and it should be played by any sort of RPG fan. If you haven't played it yet, it's basically like it's a mix of a high school sim and a dungeon crawler. It's a bit like mixing ketchup and mustard, so it's kind of weird at first, but it actually works really well together. And if you actually do like the concept of it, I do highly recommend playing Persona 4 first, which is on PS2. You can pick it up on PS3 on the PSN store, and it's also on the Vita. But if you haven't got access to those, just stick to Persona 5. The gameplay is amazing, the art style is amazing, and the music is gorgeous. So check that game out if you haven't already. Number 4 is Theyve Gone. I'm sure fans of our channel already know how we feel about this game. It's definitely an underrated game, especially by the critics. Now, the game has an amazing open world with a very compelling narrative, and the characters feel very alive and bring the world together. Despite the hate Deacon St. John gets as a character, he is very relatable in a weird situation, and it's always interesting to see his choices throughout the outbreak. Now, I'm not going to mention much more about Theyve Gone in this video, so if you do want to know more on our thoughts on it, check out the link in the description below. I'll be linking our review to Theyve Gone, well, at least. Number 3 is our friendly neighborhood SpiderMan. This game is absolutely mind-blowing. Even if you're not a fan of Marvel movies or comics, the gameplay is great and it gives you this amazing adrenaline rush while you're swinging. The double recorded voice lines with Pierre also shows that developers put in so much love into the game. So like, when you're swinging, he's out of breath, but when you're on the ground, he's just speaking normally. So you can see that they've recorded 2 sets of dialogue for Peter, in a way. It's hard to explain, but guys, if you haven't actually played Marvel Spider-Man on PS4, check it out. It should be played, definitely, if you're a Marvel fan and you're into the MCU. Now, this one was a really hard choice, but number 2 is God of War. Now, a lot of people would be disappointed that it wasn't number 1, but believe me, I love God of War. It's an amazing game, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it while I wasn't playing it. So while I was working, I just kept thinking God of War, and even while I was playing it, I was like, oh my god, God of War. It really, made me interested into Norse mythology. I was reading books about it, and I just kept thinking, Kratos would do this, Kratos would do that. So it is an amazing game. If you have a PS4, I highly recommend you play it. You don't have to have played the old God of War to understand it, although it is nice. There is some throwback to it, but it is a very good entry point to the series if you haven't played it already, and it's definitely one of my own 10 out of 10 games out on the market. And number 1 is Bloodborne, a masterpiece of a game. From Software absolutely killed it with this. The Lovecraftian setting is perfect for a Souls type game. The story is incredibly fascinating. I remember spending a lot of my lunch breaks just watching videos about the hidden secrets in the game, theories and lore summaries, and all the hidden little details they put in. Godspeed, Vati Vidya. Even though people refer to the genre as Soulsborne, you can definitely play this game if you haven't played any of the Dark Souls game. Like, either Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Sekiro, Bloodborne is its own kind of story, and From Software, if you're listening to this, please give us a sequel to Bloodborne on the PS5. And what about you guys? Did you think I missed any games on this list? Let us know in the comments below what your top PS4 exclusive in this decade was. Thank you so much for watching this video this far if you have. Ali and I just wanted to thank everyone who's watched our stuff this year. It's been a crazy year for us, and we appreciate all the support and love we're getting from everyone. We hope you're all having a lovely Christmas and a lovely New Year, and we will see you guys in our next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.